I'm here. What is going on, YouTube? Broken Prophet here, and welcome to another episode of Hoodoo Unleashed. You know what? Let me get my old energy back, man. Hold on. What's going on, YouTube? Broken Prophet here. Welcome to another episode of Hoodoo Unleashed. All right, I know that was not me cutting something out. That was me just trying to get the old swag back. Guys, as I've said on other videos, I was going to do this video outside. But when you work with nature, understand you're working with nature. All right. And nature was not working with me today. It's raining cats and dogs outside, and I'm not trying to get my little gizmos and doodads wet and let the magic bluish gray smoke leak out of them. That often happens when they get wet. So I decided to do this with my magical green screen, and let's talk about something that a lot of you have gross misconceptions of. Not your own fault. All right. It's just these marketeers and these youngins that don't know no better have led y'all astray. But before we get into that, let me tell you guys, thank you so much. I said it in the last video, which was part 5 of my, creepy pasta, horror story narration. I work at a half price voodoo shop. Dropped part 5 yesterday. I may drop part 6 tonight after this one. But let me tell you guys, much like the main channel, this one, it is a labor of love. All right. Sometimes when you do something for long enough, a lot of the passion may leave. And I have passion for hoodoo, have passion for traditional African spirituality. I always have. I do, and I always will. But sometimes, you need something else to just give you that gumption to sit in front of a camera and talk. And, reading those spooky stories, especially that one, kind of gave me it, poured a little miracle grow on me, helped me to feel, more enthusiasm about doing this. And though I was like, let me just read another story. I'm like, no, let's get back to basics on this one. Let's give the people what they came for. But before I do that, I just want to say thank you. All right. It's never a wrong time to say thank you for all the supporters. And guys, like and share, subscribe. Let's push this channel to 100K. Let me be the one true spiritual person that gets that, that doggone play button at 100K subscribers. So I know some of y'all have 4 or 5 accounts. Subscribe on all of them. That would be wrong. Is it wrong of me to encourage that? No, just share the live. But if you happen to do that, it's on you. All right. And also, thank you for the donations. If you feel the need to sow a seed, understand. Listen, there's more to come. And hey, every donation helps. It definitely helps. But anyway, without further ado, let's talk about the infamous freezer spell. A lot of you guys, y'all contact me and y'all have watched videos. Some of y'all are in different groups on Facebook or Instagram or wherever there are groups. And y'all are telling everybody, if you have an enemy, just put them in the freezer. Some of y'all have more enemies in your freezer than food. Okay? Stop, because you're doing it wrong. Y'all got all these people in the freezer, and guess what? They are still throwing shade and hate and animosity and everything at you because y'all have listened to these little millennial 20-year-olds who don't even know what they're going to do in life, but they're supposed to teach you hoodoo. Y'all listen to the non-melanated folks who are not a part of our community, but they're supposed to teach you hoodoo. Let me get y'all back on the right track, on the right road, and it's gonna, it's gonna make sense. Because common sense ain't that common anymore, but this is about to make sense to you. A freezer makes ice. It freezes. That's what it does. When you look at the molecular level, gases are like, they're like buzzing so fast you can't even see them. Liquids, they vibrate a little slower. Solids, they vibrate, but they vibrate in place. It's like they're locked in stasis. It's like being frozen in time. When you put an enemy in the freezer, it doesn't like just lock them up like a dead bug. No, it freezes them spiritually, mentally, and emotionally in time. So if they are doing nothing but hating on you and disparaging your name and cussing every time and spitting every time you walk by, you have frozen them at that moment in time. That's where you've frozen them. That's where you have, that's where you've locked them. So now that enemy who may have matriculated through life and gotten over their hatred of you, maybe they'll meet the love of their life. Maybe they will get a raise. Maybe they will get a bonus. Maybe some will have, maybe they'll just get sick of hating on you. You have frozen them in that moment. They will always be a hater now. They will always be an enemy because all you did was follow that video and now you done put them in a little bag and put them in the freezer. You have frozen them in time, and that is why all those people in the freezer still hate on you to this day. What you do, guys, and here you go. It's going to be very simple. It's going to be very easy. Take a little bag or a little scrap of plastic or whatever, and this comes from our ancestors. You've all heard the saying, making lemons out of lemonade. That is what you're about. No, making lemonade out of lemons. I was about to say, strike that, reverse it. Yeah, making lemonade out of lemons. When, remember, we were talking about the spirit, the sweetening jar a long time ago when all of y'all were making honey jars and the things were not working. And I said, you need to make a sweetening jar with sugar. And I spoke about viscosity and things like that. I gave you a lesson about Southern culture. If you don't understand Southern culture, then you're not going to understand hoodoo. If you don't understand Southern Black culture, you're not going to understand hoodoo. Give y'all a quick lesson. When somebody down here likes you, someone will say, oh, such and such is sweet on you. Oh, that person, they sweet on you. Well, then if that relationship goes south, then it is said to have gone sour. If you have a hater, they are sour on you. An enemy, and let's be honest, a lot of y'all don't even have true enemies. Like, you're not that important. I probably shouldn't say that. People gonna get upset. But you have someone that, is trying to wreck your life, right? I know the millennials out there, these 20-somethings are sitting there going, oh my God, I am that important. Stop. But anyway, you got somebody that's sour on you. If you put them in the freezer, they're going to always be sour on you. You need to sweeten them first. So what you do is you take your bag, you take a piece of brown paper bag, write their name on it 3 times. Take a lemon, cut the lemon in half. Look, and no, I'm not doing a step by step because I'm sick of trying to make this easy for everyone. Slow down, listen to my voice, listen to the instructions. Okay? Cut the lemon in half. Put their name paper rolled up into half of the lemon, stick it in the bag. Take the other half, squeeze the juice into the bag. All right? Take 3 teaspoons of sugar, preferably cane, but if all you have is like just regular old sugar, into the bag. Put some water into the bag. Shake it up, seal it, roll it up, and then put it in the freezer. Praying the 23rd Psalm. What has that done? Instead of locking them in that sour frame of mind, you've sweetened them and then locked them. So now you've sweetened them, and then they're stuck on that. They're stuck in that mode. So instead of having an eternal enemy, you have someone locked in stasis that has a favorable opinion of you. Now, that doesn't mean you have to like be their bestie and like go to the club with them and stuff like that. All you have to do is ignore them, knowing that they're not going to try to get at you anymore. The social media posts, the workplace backstabbing, trying to get at your man or your girl, all that's done. You've squashed it. The beef is over. I told y'all I was going to make sense. And I told y'all that I was going to explain why just throwing somebody in the freezer. Some of y'all just sticking people in lemons and throwing them in the freezer. And how that's been working for you? Oh, I know it hasn't. So here we go. Short video. It made sense. Run them donations because I just put y'all up on game. So run them donations. And we are going to get into part 6 of I Work at a Half Price Voodoo Shop. Thank y'all so much. Hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down. It shows engagement either way, but I appreciate the support and I love you guys so much. Thank you again. Profit out.